What's up, man? Y'all come on in, man. I'm down here originally at the fade doctor. Y'all come on down and get your cut, man. While I tell y'all this little breaking news right here. Yeah, Whetstone has been found in a barn on the back road, on the body road. Yeah, I need a blues song, man. Give me a blues song I can put on. Somebody give me some background music. We want about 10 people to come in here.
But real quick then, is there a destination? Is somebody salivating at the chance to have the guy who's the NFL in sacks and is a 4-time Pro Bowler,
That's when they started.
Yeah, I mean, every team needs a player like that. The Packers are called any team.
How old is that guy? 70. 72. You may be 73. Yeah, I need that song, the 803 Boots on the Ground. Yeah. Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
This is not the guy to let out of the door, but then again, of course, bungle's gonna bungle. This is not shocking at all. We're talking about a team that doesn't even feed their dad.
Oh yeah, come on in. Y'all come on.
I hate this for that franchise and their fans. Thought that they had something going.
About 4 days. About 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Whetstone has been found. It's hard. That's what it is. Yes, sir. Whetstone has been caught out the back gate. The Jackson CID had to come down and rescue Batman and the crew. Yep. His old dog and his horse, old Goose, and old Skywalker couldn't find a peanut butter sandwich at a deli shop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. CID had to come from Jackson with the boots on the ground. Where my fans at, y'all? Y'all come on up. Now, how in the world a man been at the back of party for 4 days and not one bloodhound, one dog can pick up any scent? You know why? Because the man rode in 31. Whether he rode with the special detail, whether he rode in the food truck, or whatever he did, the man got a ride away from 31. He didn't walk from 31. You can believe that. And why you, Batman, take all the keys from everybody last night after my live, and you didn't take Brandon's keys? A man who is not supposed to be green and white, that's the first thing. We're going to address that first. I just want to put that in there. A man who's not supposed to be green and white. But you done overrode it and gave him green and white. How you know he didn't give him a ride to the back gate or to the woods? You know what I mean? The man laid up resting in the barn, moving him a mile at a time. That's about what, 4 miles maybe, all together. So he can move a mile a day just so he get to some running room. So how in the world? I mean, what's up, y'all? Come on in, man. Y'all tag somebody. Make sure you like and share. I'm at the fade doctor down here. Just got the breaking news that capital murder escapee from Parchman, Whetstone, has been found at the back of Parchman on Lombardi Road. This is my dilemma. You got canine, but you didn't like the pound down, so they're making an excuse. I don't care if it's 100 people out there, man. If you put a dog on the scent, he's gonna find it and he's gonna run it down. So it took them 4 days, and they didn't find it. 4 days, they had to bring in a dog from somewhere else to pick up the man's scent. You know why? Because you giving those dogs employee of the month, so they feel like they ain't got to do a damn thing but sit up at the barn with the horses that you cater to. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering, like, what it took you 4 days to find a man that wasn't 4 miles away from where you were. 4 days. Go ahead, man. Man, y'all make that make sense to you. Give me a question, man. I'm still waiting on the title of my movie. 4 miles, 4 days. You at the back park. They got to skate before. He escaped before and stays on 3 years. Yeah, you don't make it. Stays on 3 years, man. So listen. Hello? It's my thing. How can you, with your high-tech, high-price dog, and your $20,000 horse, them dogs must be old. Man, them dogs ain't old. Them dogs lazy. Them dogs lazy. They got some kind of pound dogs.
From our store to your front door, the Whetstone opens
When you say before, was it at Parchman?
Sunflower County Jail. Right up the road. Sunflower County Jail. So how in the hell? What's up, Whetstone? Man, long time to hear from.
Welcome back to Around the Horn, coming to you from the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17.
DK Metcalf trade request game 3. Seahawks say they're talking with Huntington. Taking offers.
Those are guys had a fit when I was up there.
Metcalf will want $30 million.
He thought I was California.
Were you hearing?
Yeah, y'all can. Yeah, man. How you only make it to the back gate? And how you even find a man that's only 4 miles? How? I just want to know. Tell me. Yeah, make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Then you so scared. You fabricate evidence like you gonna fell off a horse. Just so in case they don't find you, you think that's gonna cover you. You yeah. Not just ride with you for a minute. I'm gonna be right with you. I'm talking about Batman and his lack of incompetence. Yeah. You let a man, 70-year-old man, walk out the room. You don't know how long he's been gone. So let's just say if he's been gone more than the 4 days that you allegedly found him at, and he's only made it to the back gate. Talk to me, y'all.
So I would imagine that he's going to come back after finding himself in trade and work things out with the Seahawks, because that's actually where it kind of makes the most sense.
25th in the season last year, and a guy who, by his contract demands and his salary cap this year, is way past being a bargain. I think there are teams, but not contenders, that would like to have him. I can see Pete Carroll saying, come on down to Las Vegas, we'll pay you some of our extra money, and I'll bring you back. I've coached you before, but I don't think a contender is giving up a one to go get the kid. Ooh, so that was a close call there. I thought we knew there were rules. You step out of line, you get whacked. Thanks for recording it finally. But for a guy who was 35th on Pro Football Focus and lists of receivers as low as since 2019, no, I don't think either one of these things are coming. He'll be lucky to get the money. He'll be even luckier to get a team that actually can buy or sell to. Now, Miles Garrett. We're at the trade request.
So let's address the elephant in the room, man. I just want to see when, because he gonna tell it. Whoever gave him a ride out to that back field or over to the maintenance shop. But why you take the keys from the guy last night? All of them need to shake their keys in. And Brandon too, especially Brandon. You know what I mean? How many times you gonna keep letting him make it after he's drinking? Oh yeah, I know Marie. You know, I think that he's going to get grace simply because the man has been caught. But it's just like catching a criminal. Yeah, it's just like catching a murderer after let me get you got Apple Pay?
I had Cash App and debit code. Debit code. If you got tap on the card or something.
I got tap on the card. I got tap. Yeah, so tell me that, man. How can you? I'm at the paid doctor, y'all. If you ever in Ridge, man, come through here and get you a cut. What's up, CJ? Yeah, you see Polo, you see my barber. Huh? Yeah. Make damn sure y'all come through, man. Check them out. All of them some outstanding barbers, man. I watch them every time I come in here. So they cut good. Brian on 662 410 8060 8060. Okay. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all take care, man. All right. All right, yes, sir. Hey, yeah. So how in the world? Let me know. What's up, soldier? What's up, Cecilia? Yeah, let me get on this. This fake Marvel comic book. Mr. Batman. How you gonna let CID from Jackson come and find the man? And all y'all been sitting around there on y'all behinds this whole time. And the man right in your back gate. If you hadn't fell off the horse, you might have caught him, Batman. If you hadn't fell off the horse, you might have caught him. So let's get that straight. But we're gonna address the elephant in the room. How you keep letting these people ride around in this inmates in the vehicle? How you got 22 open? I thought that was a condemned building that was shut down. You spend the money on a condemned building while the buildings that guys live in is run down and in shambles. But you spend the money on a condemned building when the building that the guys live in, F building and 29L building, is not fit for living. But you completely restoring a condemned building, unit 22, and the building that guys are living in that's almost full to capacity is not worth anybody living in it. F building, every time it rains, water is everywhere. A building, G building. Man, thank God that they caught Mr. Whetstone, but it doesn't negate the fact that he made it off Parchman ground on your watch. You know what I mean? Did you do it for publicity stunt? I doubt it. Because then you wouldn't have allegedly fell off the horse with only Doty watching. And your daughter who's in a security pen watching. Those are the only two people that witnessed you allegedly falling off a horse. You didn't break anything, did you? Other than your pride. When the call came across the radio that they didn't need the horses. That they didn't need the horse because bad weather was coming in. The man survived. I applaud him for surviving the weather, the Black Panther, the Wild Hogs, and everything else that he survived. I want to see what camp you're going to put him at now, sir. What camp you gonna move him to now? Huh? Are you gonna send him out of state? Are you gonna put him at 29 over there with Death Row? Huh? Are you gonna give him inmate of the month? How weak your system is. What is it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? Talk to me, Mr. Batman. What you gonna do? I think that.
I believe.
Hold on, let me get my son, y'all. Hold on. 1 second. I'll be right with you. Hold on. Y'all know I got to get my boots on the ground, son, man. I need y'all saying that all around Parchman. All around Parchman. All around Parchman. I need you saying that. Steve. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm just wondering though. I'm just wondering, Batman. Tell me what you gonna tell me how you gonna fix you gonna remedy this situation. Huh? Tell me how you gonna remedy this situation. Yes, sir. So I just think that it's time for a change, man. It's time for a change. And you don't need to be on the block anymore, man. That's enough. Oh yes, sir. You know I got to get my boots on the ground. Huh? Y'all think I'm playing, man? This is for real, man. Do you know how many people's lives were in danger? And he was going out the back gate. He was headed my way. The man was headed my way, man. Huh? The man was headed down towards Drew or Mount Bay or either one, Shelby, either one of them people, man. Them people gonna be in danger. I'm glad. I'm so happy that he was caught, but I think that y'all missing the point. I think y'all missing the point, man. There's no way, first of all, that he should have ever been at Unit 31. That's the first thing. The next thing is, when did he escape? Not how. When? Let's address when. When did he escape? You know what I mean? So, you think that, you think that, and how did, so after that, how many times did you count and you was count clear? Man, it's a strong reflection of you, man. It's a strong reflection of you, sir. You know, you think that you're the only one that's capable of running the institution? You don't even hardly talk to the staff or even speak to the staff, man. You know, that's still on your watch. I'm just glad. Uh-oh. Where my fans at? Huh? Yeah, one. So I just really think that it's time. Y'all don't hear me? Yes, sir. 70-year-old man, Joanne. They made it all the way across. Man, y'all hit that like button and share, man. Hit that like button and share. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to address this issue, man. Ain't no moonshine. Chaplain don't drink, man. Chaplain got an A&W root beer. That's the strongest beer he gonna have, man. Oh! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To the back gate. Only made it to the back gate. He was outside the back gate. Did the cameras pick him up? Good job, Mr. Maxwell. I think that's his name. Stephen Maxwell, the new CID director. Thank you for coming to Jackson to protect the public when the administration at Parchman didn't even want to notify the public about the escape. So thank you, Mr. Maxwell, for coming from Jackson to rescue a superhero, an alleged superhero. Yeah. Yeah, he was up kicking up some dust, man. Where my fans at, y'all? I need about 20, man. Let's talk shop. Batman, I should have put a poll up. Should Batman stay or should Batman go? Huh? Where you at, Chad White? Where you at, Mr. King? Them folks locked down CMF when that man escaped. You didn't even have Parchman locked down. But CMCF was locked down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all ride with me now. They got a convicted murderer riding around, got his own keys to a truck, and ride around the whole facility every day when staff got to hitchhike a ride from one camp to another. You ain't had to take their keys last night. Everybody know they had their own keys overnight. And they can get up and move and ride around when they get ready. Yeah. And if anybody try to check them, all they got to do is come and tell you, and you go check the officer that checked them. Oh yeah, for sure. Of course. Because one of them dogs from from Jackson, some borrowed dogs probably, had to come down and rescue old Batman. His dog getting Employee of the Month. What's up, Bell? Yeah. He can get served his paper while he on medical leave. You done fraudulently let go of a good worker while he was out on medical leave. Yeah, you serve him his walking paper, so Mr. Kane can send you yours too. And you know he got hurt on the job. You've been mad at him ever since you couldn't get him for that when the guy committed suicide. Him and Sally went in there and tried to rescue the man and cut the man down. And you mad. If you'd been making your round, you probably could have stumbled up on him. Yeah. Y'all ordered the book, Chad White, and see how many times he ain't doing no job. A good job. He's not doing any job. Yeah. Running around barking orders and eating up all the food at the place. What's up? What's up? You all right? You all right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he ain't doing any job. He's not doing any job. You know, so I think that it's time for a change, man. It's time for a change. Yeah. The way you put your foot down and got rid of a man that's on medical leave when you had a deputy warden that 1,000 women have complained about, or a warden that 1,000 women have complained about, come in and lie and testify because he's scared of you. Come on, man. Come on, he put his pants on just like you. Man, I hate making it a racist or black and white, but man, you treat white inmates better than you treat black staff, man. And that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. You treat white inmates better than you treat black staff. And if I'm lying, somebody get on here that works out there, tell me that. Yeah. But you got all these jigaboos and Uncle Tom running up behind you telling you everything go on. Did you see it live? He had boots on the ground. No, you could watch it. I'd have tagged you too. Yeah. That way you don't have to get it secondhand. You can get it firsthand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm glad that the public is safe. I'm glad that Mr. Whetstone is now back in custody. Yep. I'm really glad of that. So at least my home team down there safe. Yep. At least my home team down there safe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And for real. Yeah, for real. For real, Cass. Because they don't care. He don't care. And tell me this, Batman. How can your uncle ride from Parchman to Greenville with B custody inmates without a security escort? Huh? Doesn't policy say that he has to be behind a cage if they're B custody? And he's a contract worker. He's not a security officer. He hasn't been through security training. So I think that you let him go down. You let him go down to oh, you did? Well,
Where the fans at? Give me one time.
yes, sir. I already know. I already know. Breaking news, y'all. Bolivar County, Sunflower County, y'all safe. Yes, sir. Y'all safe, man. I'm glad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Y'all talk to me, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the job that our current superintendent is doing. You got a man that can really be a good superintendent, Scott Middlebrook. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm waiting on my fan. How you doing? Miss Haynes, you all right? Yeah, it's gonna be Parchman song when I get through with it. The back gate in a barn. Hey, yeah, they caught Whetstone outside the back gate. The first time it was a false alarm, but this time it's actually true. Mr. Maxwell had to bring his security detail in just to make sure that the public was still safe down in the Delta. So the T is that Mr. Whetstone was caught with the help of the security detail from MBI, from down here in Jackson. Yep, from down here in Jackson. So I think that it's really time. Hello? Yeah, so he was caught on Lombardi Road, right outside the back gate. That's a long ways, man. That's a long way. The man got all the 4 miles a day. All the hey, it's not reading my tag. He told me sometime it won't read it. Yeah. So I think that Mr. Maxwell, great job, man, in coming down to protect the public. And I think that you know, thank you, bro.
No problem, no problem.
I think that it's time that we change the guard, Mr. Maxwell. I don't know if you got any say so in it or not, but it's time that the narrative of MSP, if that had been Timothy Morris, man, they probably would have lynched him by now. Probably would have lynched him by now. I also think that we have come to a point to where there are too many things happening back to back. You got two major escapes within a 6 month, really 3 escapes within a 6 month period, within a year's time, and 2 within a 6 month time frame. And so I think that it's time to go, man. It's time for a change. Yeah, it's time for a change. We need to look at addressing some of the things, some of the people that he has messed over while he was there because they were doing correctional office while being black. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, so I think that I need to no, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I need to come in and see you when I finish here. Yeah, so I think that we as the public in Bolivar County we need to holler, man. We need to holler. What's up, Kevin? You know, when you have the same thing happening, you got a woman right now in Sunflower County jail from the guy that escaped last time. The doctor said she was raped. The psychologist said she was raped. Said the man got out and raped her repeatedly. But you charged her with aiding and abetting in his escape. After U.S. Marshal cleared her and let her go, the FBI cleared her and let her go. The doctor said that she had been physically assaulted and physically sexually assaulted. But you got her at Parchman. MDOC got her right down here, right now, down in the Sunflower County Jail, and down in Indianola or Sunflower, or in Sunflower County Jail, for helping the guy who escaped in December, allegedly. So, who are you gonna put this on? Who are you gonna charge with helping Mr. Whetstone? Why weren't the cameras? And how can you have your special detail offenders who are living up front? You got 3 of them living up front. You got 2 of them living out at maintenance. And you got a couple of them living out at unit 22, a condemned unit out at 22. So how, but they got beds at 26. They got 2 beds. So how are you counting them? How are they being counted? Are they counting themselves? Are they calling in their own count? You know, they only need one. All of them got vehicles, so they don't need but that long to leave and drive to the back gate and leave the truck and walk on out. You know what I'm saying? They got their own keys. Who is putting fuel in these vehicles that your special details are using? Who paying for it? Are you paying for it with my money and all the officers that work there money? Are you paying for it out of your pocket? No. And so I just wonder, man. I just wonder how long are you going to keep pulling stunts like this and claim that you're doing an outstanding job. Man, I'm still pissed off with the people, whoever invited you to speak at the Black History Program in such a historical town as Indianola. B.B. King turning over in his grave right now. Like, what the hell? Asking Lucille, did you see that, Lucille? Out of all the people that you could have got to come and speak, you got a man that mistreats his staff, his black staff. Let me say, it's not many white there. Give his white staff, when they're found to be doing something wrong, a slap on the wrist. But you invite him, a man that came up with the idea of giving a dog Employee of the Month. Yeah, it was your idea. It wasn't Robin's idea. It was your idea. Yep. Giving a dog Employee of the Month. Them same dogs that couldn't find Whetstone right behind 31. What's his name? Name after the guy from Cuba, Castro. Same dog that bit Sandra. Yep. What happened one time to even snap at me or bite me. He'd be in dog heaven right now. Yep. What Castro? Doggone, boss. Doggone. And Castro said, man, I'm not getting out there looking for no 70-year-old man. You ain't had no business letting him out the unit. He gonna need his wheelchair. I'm standing out here in the heat with these horses. You got a brand new barn with lights, and you got guys down at 22, a condemned building, living down there with no heat and bad plumbing. So why would you even open up a condemned building? Why would you pour money? It's like pouring a bottle of water into a well. Or pouring a bottle of clean water into a cesspool. What good is it gonna do? It's not gonna clean it up, and it's not gonna change it. So why would you have guys, your maintenance guys, your living down at Unit 22 when they got beds at Unit 26? Why are they so special that they got to live down there by themselves and not be counted? Huh? Man, what's up? What's up, Al? How you doing, man? Long time no hear from. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I just think, and those are just some of the things that are going on, man, under his watch. I bet you that pavilion is up to A1. I bet you don't no rain leak at the pavilion, but every time it rains, the last storm, you got guys mopping up water, beds, everything, water's everywhere, and you got Doty, Bill Clinton, everywhere where she's supposed to be, and still think that she can talk to offenders, like they're her children. Man, those are grown men that you're housing. Those are men who have committed some crimes. Some of them who are very remorseful, but some of them who don't care anything about the next man, you, inmate or staff. But you got a lot of good men, man, that are incarcerated because of some fraudulent, racist prosecutors throughout the whole Mississippi. And so they don't need to come down there and be treated bad. But then you got guys who are not supposed to be green and white, that you should be black and white still, but you made the override. I believe in giving people another chance. But there are a lot of people before him that's been there a long time that need an override to come from black and white that could be doing just as much and just as skilled as him. You know what I mean? But the difference is, you really, one of the things, man, you really pissed me off when you had your special detail serving watermelons to a compound, a prison that's over 80%. That's over 80% black. You had your special detail riding around in trucks and four-wheelers, cutting up and feeding watermelon. Just the same way you used to make your little chicken jokes when we used to have our meetings. Now, what's wrong? I need to get you some chicken or something? You know, yeah, I'm your daddy. I ain't your superintendent, I'm your daddy. You know, your daddy jokes and stuff. Yeah, I remember. And so do you. Man, you ain't nobody's daddy. You're not even anybody's leader. You know, a leader is a person, man, that communicates with his people. Instead of finding fault when they, for every little thing that they do when they're trying to do their job. But the ones that come up and tap dance for you, you know, you treating them like they're at the strip club. You throwing money at them. And why is your daughter at the horse barn in a correctional officer pen when you're short staffed in your units? Same thing. I'm gonna ask these questions every time I come on here, man. Every time. You took the keys last night. How long are you gonna do that? You gonna take them from now on, and make sure you take all of them. Make sure you take all of them and put them up and lock them up. Not some of them, all of them. I got to get out and clean my car, man. I'm going to be with y'all later. But thank you, Mr. Maxwell, for coming from Jackson down to Parchman to protect the public. Make sure you like and share the video, man. But Mr. Whetstone, Nevin Whetstone, has been caught in a barn outside of the back gate. Yeah. So make sure that you like the video, share the video, man, and get with me tonight so I can get the whole lowdown, hold down, and make sure that I get it to you before the night is over. And the night is still young, man. Ain't no telling what's going to happen at MDOC before 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling what's going to happen at MDOC before 10 o'clock. But thank you again, Mr. Maxwell, for protecting my people up in the depths. You know, I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming to your fellow co-worker who really sees you not as his superior or not as his, I ain't gonna say he don't see you as a co-worker. He just look at you with different eyes, through a different prism. So be mindful of that. But I know you did it for the citizens of Bolivar, Sunflower, and Tallahassee County, and not necessarily for the people there at Parchman. So great job on that. Man, you guys take care, man. I'm out. I'm gonna clean my car and put my boots on the ground. Make sure y'all take care, man. All right? Be safe. I'm out of here. Make sure you share and like the video. I'll get with y'all a little later. Peace.